is so intriguing. It's listed as a crime drama, but I feel it's more a family drama at the heart of it. Was it difficult for you when categorizing what you thought truly was at the heart of this film?
Thank you for saying that. No, it was never difficult for me to categorize it, but it goes into so many different hands, and I guess that's the beauty of art. They see it as they want to see it, and that's fine. But you're right. It is more about a family. It is more a coming of age story for the girls. It is the first time we're seeing the woman's point of view in a mafia genre. So could be said that it's a lot of different things.
You're no stranger to a crime drama yourself. Is that what truly inspired this film?
No, no, I am. Yeah, that is so not my thing. My love of this, I for any project, I love to see humans being human and ugly and flawed and beautiful and perfect and not perfect and not nice and then loving, because that's who we are. So to me, that's this family, that there's a love for the father, even though maybe there shouldn't be, but yet he's dad. There's a love for the mother, and the mother loves the girls, but yet is the worst enemy. It's a lot. There's love between these sisters and like what breaks them apart. So it's beautiful to see full-fledged female characters fleshed out instead of like just stereotypical people and women, especially, that we usually see in these kind of movies.
Well, I have to say, I think Odessa and Emily did beautiful jobs as Connie and Rose, teenage Connie and Rose.
I agree.
They
They're
just
fantastic.
excel and really shine in this film. Was there something you saw in them initially that really made them perfect for their characters?
100%. I think I made my casting director a little crazy because she would bring beautiful, wonderful actresses, wonderful, all, talented girls. And there was, especially with Connie, well, both of them, but with the Connie character, with Odessa Azion, I needed something that was hitting in a very real space. That was, you can't act that kind of passion. You just can't. She has a heat about her that's authentic. And that was
Yes.
like, I need to capture that and put that on screen. And then Emily, who plays Rose, had that, but turned down, and then looking at the world through these eyes of like wonder, but questioning constantly. But then also she had a great ability to be so open. And that was Rose. That was Rose walking through life, because Rose doesn't say a whole lot, but when she does speak, it's just, and she had to like show what was going on inside on her face. And that was her.
Well, I really think those scenes where she's watching Sally Jesse Raphael sort of is very telling about herself, because she's captivated initially by the story that says the woman feels like she's not seen or she's not good enough in her family. And sort of you feel that initially when we look in the beginning, where she doesn't really trust her sister to, let her arms go. And then she's questioning what's in this box, and the garage where her and her sister are hiding in the car. There's so much she doesn't say, but so much you feel she knows. Um,
Absolutely. Those are the two little girls.
yes.
That is Anastasia and Taylor Hand, and they're exceptional young women. These two little girls are just, I was so fortunate to find them, because it's very difficult to do what Anastasia did, to not speak at all, and be able to tell you exactly what she's feeling was no easy feat. And they were just flawless, those two kids.
Moving forward, though, we do see that Rose seems to have more maybe of a connection with her mother than her sister Connie. Is it because she's the youngest in the family? Is it because there's been a loss and the mother's connecting to the youngest that she can hold on to.
I think that there's a more of a pull with Connie towards the dad, so that makes her gravitate more towards that direction. And I think Mom and Connie are very much alike, so I think they bump heads a lot. But I do believe that she feels like Rose is the one who will stay with her, become her, do what she needs her to do to make her okay.
Well, you play double duty in this as well. You are exceptional in your role as well. Were you
Thank you.
always in mind to play a character, or were you just felt more connected to this person? You're like, okay, I have to do it justice, and I'm sort of now thinking I might be the best person for this role.
Well, writing it for so many years and it being in my bones for ages, like I originally had the idea and I wanted to play Rose, and then I got too old for Rose and I wanted to play Connie, and I got too old for Connie, and I was like, Mom, that's the one. And I have to say, there was never any question of who was going to play Francine, only because I based Francine on someone that I know personally. And it would take me too many years to explain the intricacies of this person. Like, it would literally, we'd be here way too long. We're an independent film. We don't have the time. So it was just like, I just need to do this role because I know I'll be able to direct, and because she's so in my body, it was like, I got it. Let's just go. So I was able to like be in the character, do my scene and be like, actions, cut. It was just, I knew it'd be much easier for me to do it. And like I said, I knew the ins and outs of this very complicated character.
What do you hope lingers then with audiences who explore fresh kills? I still think it's such a beautiful familial drama story, so beautifully, that highlights as well women of that era, women of that crime family that you don't see behind us. There's so many movies that are like, oh, we're just in the kitchen cooking Sunday dinner, and that's all you see of the mom.
That's right. And that's what I wanted to explore. But it's honestly, it's of a bigger issue, right, Jamie? It's of a bigger issue of like, we are still fighting for rights. Like, it doesn't even make sense in my brain. And of course, that if that's our society now, there still really isn't a place really for women being women, all of it. Anger, rage, wants, needs, age, like there needs to be more of a conversation of who are we? Who are we? And so this genre was perfect for me to explore women that have notoriously in this genre been silenced. We don't really see or hear them, especially the young women. So it was like, this seemed perfect. And it seems like it hits a lot of stereotypes out there that we've had.
Especially for Italian women, and or maybe even just women from Staten Island. It's such a beautiful highlight for females in particular. So it's exceptional, and I really see that so many people are going to take this away or that away. It's all about perspective, and it's a beautiful film. You're
Thank you.
premiering here at Tribeca, and you'll be at Bentonville as well. What does that mean to you?
Oh, it's everything. It's everything. Like I said, this has been a very long, difficult process. And to be at such beautiful festivals, Tribeca, it needed to be a Tribeca. It's like, it's New York. It's like where I was born and raised. Like it so needs to be there. But then going to Bentonville, which is also my heart about what they lean their festival on, which is inclusivity. That to me is something I'm very passionate about. So to hear, like, when they called, like, we'd love for you to come, and that means the world to me. That really means the world to me. But I have to say, what I always like to say about this film, like, yes, mafia, family, all that. But to me, it's really like, I know a few men that I have let watch it and came away sobbing. So it's not only about female, it's anybody who has been put into a box and told, this is your life and this is who you are, and don't get out of that box. And what if they said, I want something more, or I want something better? And having a voice in a world that tells you not to have one. And that anybody can relate to.
I mean, I see that so well in Francine, because initially when she's saying, I could have modeled and all these things, she still wants more, more than just the housewife. Everyone says, like, you should have kids. And Rose says, I don't know if I want them. All right, that's fine. But at the same time, Francine really seems to encourage her girls to be more than what she ended up with her life, and also more than what their father is in his life as well. She wants better for them. So it's such a beautiful
film. Doesn't have the tools
Yes.
to show her. And again, like I said, it's that one of those things where, yes, she wants the best for them, but then by them doing better than her, it's kind of and this is where I say it's so intricate. If they do better than her, it's somehow, well, what I had to do this life. Why are you better than me for wanting more? Like, what are you saying, that my life isn't? So it's that fine line of like, oh my God, like, how do I do the right thing here? Not to piss off my family, but also we have a thing in this culture. I know I've been told it a billion times. I'm sure you've heard it. Why can't you just be grateful? And if you're getting like a pea, but you'd rather have the whole dinner, I don't want just a pea. I'd like the whole meal. And it's like, we should not be ashamed of that. We should not be ashamed of that. And that's another thing in there. Like, you should just be grateful, and it's, Rose wants a little bit more.
What's next for you then, Jennifer? You have more directing coming up? Are you going to be on our screens in the near future?
This has, this is exactly where I wanted to be my whole career. So I really, yes, I would like to keep moving on. There's a few projects that I have in mind that I'd love to get behind and work on the script and get it out there and direct. And so, yeah, I would say another film would be incredible.